You know what? Because I'm the bad guy, and I wanted to make sure bitches knew that the bad guy was here.
Hey Rich Babes, we're playing the villain today because apparently people always like to blame us for their actions and how we react to their actions, and because we never told our side of the story. So because we never told our side of the story, people are going to pass judgment. People are going to create lies. People are going to just call you the villain and say that you are to be blamed for whatever it may be. Now, I'm not saying to take an account if you really did do something, but if you know for a fact that you ain't do nothing, and people are just posting blame and passing judgment and calling you the villain in their story, and you have never shared your side of the story, sometimes it's great to be silent and just let it be, because we are saving these people's representation. And sometimes being silent really is just saving your own peace and standing your own ground. And sometimes you don't even have to explain yourself. So with that being said, I'm not going to be too long. Let's go ahead and get into this video, and I will be back at the end. I hope that you like it. And please make sure that you subscribe and like this channel. It definitely helps my channel grow. So thank you again, Rich Babes, and I'll see you at the end.
Sometimes you got to be okay with being the villain in people's story. Like, to the point to where they are going to lie about you, spin narratives to make you seem like you're the bad person, and you have to be okay with that. Everybody is not going to always tell the truth. Like, some people can know that they're dead wrong, like dead wrong in how they're treating you, how they're acting, how they're behaving, and people do not want to face that and take that accountability. So instead, they're going to tell the people that they have around them that you're wrong. And sometimes you're going to have this feeling within you that you're just like, if I can just talk to them, one more time and just really show them what their actions are doing to me, how they're really being dead ass wrong, it's not going to work. You have to understand that sometimes people do this stuff intentionally. And I know it might sound crazy, but some people do this on purpose. Some people just don't like you, and you got to be okay with that. Some people just don't like you for the human that you are. Sometimes it's not even your fault, but sometimes people don't like you, and you just have to be okay with that. And you got to be okay with them spinning their narratives that you're a bad person. You need to outlive the lie. You know that you're not a bad person. You know that you've done a lot of great things for those people that are treating you in those terrible ways, and you're probably confused on why they're acting like that. Don't be confused. They just don't like you, and that's okay. That's all it has to be.
To my people who like to shift blame onto the person that they are dealing with, I'm going to help you better understand what it sounds like and how it feels when you do so. This is you. If I shift blame onto you for the responsibility of my actions, then I make you responsible for them. This alleviates my feelings of guilt and shame. This provides me temporary relief, but it destroys my relationship with you. But I still get to maintain my self-image at the expense of our relationship. I don't learn from my mistakes, and I avoid accountability. So why stop externalizing blame when it benefits me? Do you see how selfish that sounds? Do you see how problematic that actually sounds? The benefits of you shifting blame to somebody else is very short-lived, and it's very detrimental to your relationship. Now, if you're a person who wants to throw your relationships away and move from relationship to relationship and make people feel bad as you go, then cool, go on about it. But if you're a person who genuinely wants a good, healthy connection with somebody, I need you to listen. This destroys trust, and it eats at the security of your relationship. It eats away at the foundation that you're probably trying to create. No one wants to continue to be accused and scapegoated. You wouldn't even want to feel that. And over time, this just builds resentment from the other person towards you. And it also strains your relationship. On top of that, it just creates unnecessary conflict. For what reason? Think about the damage that you are doing whenever you are constantly shifting blame to your partner or the person that you're dealing with, dating or in a relationship with or married to. Hopefully this gives you something to sit and reflect on. I wish you all the best. Happy healing and happy healthy relationships. Bye.
Yo, have y'all ever experienced dealing with a person who hurt you, but then they flip the script on you and act like you was the one that hurt them? Like they didn't do what they did.
This one for the folks that never told their side of the story. You let people think whatever. This one for the folks that when your name was being smeared behind closed doors, when people were throwing the rocks and hiding their hands, you stayed silent. Not because you was scary, but because you know it didn't deserve a reaction. When you choose God's hand over your hurt, the way he is about to vindicate you is going to blow your mind. The way hell has been fighting you, now heaven is about to publicly fight back for you. It's your private tears that's birthing your public success. People gonna watch you take off. They're gonna be like, how? And the only thing you can say is God. Because they didn't see behind closed doors when you was fighting depression. They didn't see when you was contemplating your existence. They didn't see when you was facing anxiety. They didn't see those things, but God did. That's why sometimes in the darkness, the greatest things is birthed. The way you come out shining, it's nobody but God. He's a man of his word. He is watching over when he said, be silent. He gonna fight for you. When you choose to let God handle it instead of you, my God, every tear you have sowed into the ground, you're about to reap a harvest of joy. A life that you have never imagined is about to come before your eyes and many others. Know you deserve it. I love you, but God loves you more.
Don't nobody badmouth you more than a person who did you wrong and all you did was remove access to you. That's how I know some of y'all be so used to people that put up with y'all behavior. Because to think that you're entitled to someone's presence no matter what it is that you've done to them is pure arrogance. And to move like somebody did you wrong for removing themselves is insane. But this is a coping method for fucked up people. They would rather much feel like they losing someone bad that did something wrong to them than someone good. This is why they start painting you as the bad person when you leave and start trying to find wrong things about you to run with. Because if they don't paint you as the bad person, they have to come to reality and take accountability for the fucked up person that they was to somebody that was good to them. That's why I'm cool with being a villain in your story. You a bitch in mine. Free game, ladies.
Let them make you the villain of their story. Let them tell people that all you wanted to do was argue, you were asking for too much, or that you were crazy. Because here's the thing, regardless of how it ended, it ended. And what they think about you isn't a battle that you have to fight anymore. All of those times that you spent bending over backwards, fighting in circles, and giving all of yourself to try to make it work or try to convince them of the truth, you get to wipe your hands of that job now. You know your truth, and the truth always comes out. And if someone's lying about the way that you were or what actually happened, or twisting the truth to try to make things look a certain way, the people in your life that actually matter will know the truth, and that is all that matters. And in the end, if you try to fight to set the record straight or get the last word, not only are you going to waste more of your time and energy, but you risk ending up looking like as much of a desperate fool as they do. So let it be. Walk away with your head held high. And remember that the truth always comes out. And if it doesn't, the people that actually matter know the truth.
Can we talk about it real quick? How we be literally saving people's lives and their reputation by not telling our side of the story. Like, people really be out here doing you any kind of way, saying anything they want to say about you, running your name through the mud, talking about you like a dog, treating you like you ain't shit. And yet, we just be like, all right, I see you. I see you. I hear you. Yep. But I'm not going to say nothing. Like, I literally be sitting here thinking about how there are so many people in my life, former friends, like family members, people that have done me dirt. I mean, dirt. And I have saved them because I just didn't tell my side of the story. like, can we talk about it real quick? Can we talk about how people will villainize you and make you out to be the villain in their story? And because you choose to be quiet, because you choose to not say nothing, because you choose to be like, you know what, you got that. Like, you could be ruining reputations. You could be destroying people's characters. Like, and you sitting back and you just watching. You sitting back and you just looking like, yup. But if XYZ really knew how you got down. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about how we really be having other people's reputations, other people's, just, we be having their shit in our hands, and we could do a whole lot of damage with it, but we choose not to. I'm just saying. Like, some of us got friends that if we really, like, former friends that, like, if we really wanted to, we could. Some of us got family members that if we really wanted to, like, light their asses up, we could. But we don't. And I'm going to tell you why we don't. We don't because we know we better than that. We don't because we know we're bigger than that. We don't because we're the type of people that are like, let my success speak for myself. Right? So I'm going to let you say what you want to say. I'm going to let you run my name through the mud. Do all those things that you think that you need to do to make you look better. When really, it's making you look real small. And I'm going to be quiet because I got way much more to lose than you. Can we really talk about it? Because I promise you, I just had a whole situation with a former group of friends. And I'm like, baby, I'm going to keep being quiet. Because if people only knew. That's the thing about social media. That's the thing about who people pretend to be, is that they be forgetting that there's a group of people that know who the hell they really are. Like, so like when you be on social media trying to stunt for the world, there are a group of people that be like, but I know who you really are. And so we really legit be saving people's lives because we won't tell our side of the story. So we literally be like, yep, I'm gonna keep letting you villainize me and make me out to be this person that I'm not because you think it's gonna make you look good. When really, in the back of our minds, we like, if I unload this clip real quick, if I drop these receipts real quick, if I share these text messages real quick, if I share that voice note that I still got real quick, it'll end you in everything you working hard for. So to all the people out here who are like me, who let people villainize them because it's easier to just go ahead and say whatever you want to say, girl, keep shining, keep doing you, keep showing up, keep being great, keep showing up and being great in their face, keep doing your thing, and fuck them. Seriously. Because let me tell you something. Like I told someone today, I have been kicked out of better places and worse places. And so if you got to walk away because of something you feel I said and you didn't like because you don't want to be held accountable, baby, that's between you and your maker. So I'm going to go over here and do me. And I suggest you do you. So just saying, y'all.
Listen, sometimes it's okay to be the villain in the made-up story that these people got going on in their mind. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm okay. I'm okay that in your story, I'm the villain. Because you the clown in mine. A whole clown.
Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos.
Word of advice, when I know I haven't wronged you, I don't give a fuck if we never speak again. I don't know if that's just me or if it's the Aquarius in me, but I don't give a fuck. Y'all be blessed though.
She was so nasty and so rude that I don't ever bring anybody around me like that.
So nasty.
And that's what happened.
So rude. So nasty and so rude.
If someone who has been or is in my life comes and says something to you about me, even if it's negative, I might tell you believe them. Because what did they do to get me to that point? I am absolutely a villain in some people's stories, you know? But people's minds and memories are selective. And they just start to where I became the villain. And I have no qualms about that. I can absolutely be very comfortable being the villain in your story. Because I know myself well enough to know I will never wake up and intentionally want to hurt you out of the blue. And even when you hurt me, I will never want to hurt you back. But you best believe I will stand my ground. You will no longer have access to me. And if I come off as cruel, if I come off as a villain, so be it.
Let me tell you something. I know that I've grown as a person because I don't care to explain my side no more. It used to be a time where if you told my business or said something that wasn't true about me or talked about me to somebody that I knew, that I had to tell my side. It's so much that I knew about the people who have spread rumors about me, have lied on me, and I could have aired their motherfucking business out, but I spared them. You want to know why? Because I don't give a fuck to explain my side. You cannot care to explain your side sometimes, because your side does not matter to people who want to hear something bad about you. On top of that, you cannot fuck with people who fuck with you according to what they hear about you. Some people be like, oh, I can't fuck with her because I heard she was this, or I heard she was that, or he said she was a hoe. Or you cannot fuck with people who fuck with you depending on what they hear about you, because I'm a real person. I go off of my own experience with people, and that's how I judge them, off of what I see, not off of what somebody else told me. You a weak ass person if you judge somebody off what you heard about them, especially because certain people get different reactions out of different people. Because me, I'm the type of person I am to you, who you are to me. Some people might say I'm a bitch. I was a bitch to them because they lied, or they disrespected me, or they did something wrong to me, which caused me to be a bitch to them. Some people might say, oh, she nice. She's a sweet person. And I was sweet to them because they was good people to me. They never brought me out of my character. I am to you who you are to me. And a lot of people don't like that shit. They think that if they do something wrong to you, that your character is supposed to remain the same to them. And that's not how that shit go. So you might hear different shit about me, but I am to everybody different depending on how they treated me. Some people took me out of my character. Some people did. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you can't ever listen to what the fuck you hear about a person, because somebody else's experience with them can be a whole different experience with you. They might not do you like that. So don't listen to what you hear. Have your own mind and your own judgment on people.
Hey, Rych Babes, I'm back. So I remember a time I was in a workplace. Oh my God. And a coworker and I, we were really, really cool. And then one day I had went to lunch and I came back and she was mad at me. And I'm like, what you mad at me for? And she told me that another coworker said something, and I'm like, that never happened. Like, you know, I'm like, what are you talking about? And ever since then, she literally turned her nose up at me, didn't want to say nothing to me, didn't want to talk to me. And then started like just continuing to tell her side of the story to every single person in the workplace. I remained silent. Prior to that, I tried to like talk to her again, like, hey, what's going on? Why are you upset? Like, I didn't say whatever it is that was going on. I went to lunch, so I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even there. But she didn't want to hear that. And she just kept on telling her side of the story, and I kept on remaining silent. And I didn't want to have to explain myself, because I didn't do nothing. And everybody else was just listening to her and was like, oh my God, yeah, so and so. And I'm just like, but I never told my side of the story. So how can you sit up here and just automatically just go off of one side of the story? And because I'm silent about my side of the story, now all of a sudden, whatever she said, you know, it's valid. I'm just like, you know what? And I started seeing more and more people treating me differently because they heard her side of the story and I remained silent. And then, like, I had people come up to me and say, oh, you need to apologize. I'm like, apologize for what? The fuck? What am I apologizing for? Because you haven't even heard my side of the story. So I'm not even about to apologize. And it was just like, y'all weird. And I was just so glad that the world was ending, if not ending, but the world was shutting down at the time. And so, you know, we was able to go home. So instead of, you know, continuing to work in the workplace, but yeah, it's, people are weird and they will put you as the villain in their story. And sometimes it's okay to not tell your side of the story. And I got so many other stories as well, you know, of me. Like, I'm just like, really? I did that? Wow. It started to become, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so hilarious. It's like, oh shit, for real? I did that? Okay. Ooh, Lord. So, with that being said, Rych Babes, I hope that you really, really enjoyed this video. I did. I think this was one of the great topics because I'm sure a lot of us can relate. We're all the villain in somebody's story. So with that being said, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. It really helps my channel. Please comment and share your thoughts or your stories or whatever you want to share down below. I do read them all, and I do try to reply to all or at least most comments. So I really appreciate that. I'm just trying to grow my channel. I'm just trying to spread awareness with all these topics, and I'm just having fun doing it. So I'm excited. We're growing. I'm just so grateful for the support. We are growing this channel. I think I might change the name because, you know, my Rych Babes is just, you guys are really coming in droves when it comes to this new community. So I'm really loving it, and I'll see you guys next time. And listen, if you want to be the villain, be the villain. Because I guess not everybody can be the hero. I'll see y'all next time.